Hey friends, how are you? I've missed you. Haven't chimed in for a little while, but I have been thinking about you, and there's been a lot of emotions to be regulating with world events and viral resurgences and elections and upcoming holidays and uncertainty about kids and school and college and unrest. And I have some one strategy in particular that I wanted to share with you today, which has to do with how to manage yourself when you're being confronted with a triggering situation, say with a family member, maybe at the holidays, differences of opinion, circumstances that you hadn't expected in a moment of dissonance between your opinion and someone else's, or maybe your agenda and someone else's, or what to serve for the holiday meal, or whose house to do the Zoom call from. You know what I'm saying, just circumstances that come up in everyday life where there's tensions. And I wanted to use an example of this technique called framing. At least that's what I call it, framing. And I've been doing a lot of training with Mark Brackett and OG Life Lab, Andrea Hoban, and Robin Stern. And I love this technique that Mark Brackett talks about and this happened to me recently, so I'm going to use my own personal family example. One of my family members came into my bedroom and I was folding laundry, and this family member was upset with me. And I honestly can't remember what the triggering event was, but it really caught me off guard, and I was in a really good mood, and I felt like this came out of nowhere. And when we are accused or we feel we're put on the defense for any reason, I don't know about you, people have different responses. Some people may want to retreat, or some people may want to lash out in return, or get defensive, or run away. You may have your own patterns with different people in your life. But what you do with this is you imagine that the person that's accosting you, or that is confronting you, triggering you in whatever way is happening, that you're watching them like on a TV screen or a movie screen, and you imagine drawing a picture frame around them, like the frame of the television or the movie screen, and you just watch as if this is something that's not happening to you. But you're very curious and you're very engaged, and you're watching this just like you're watching the plot unfold, and you're listening to this person's feelings and their expression and whatever's coming out of them without thinking about reacting. But drawing that imaginary frame. I tried this at this moment. I'd heard about the technique several times, and I had really struggled to call upon that technique when I was being triggered. But I did it this past weekend, and it was amazing. I was able to step outside of any reaction that I was having, and I really thought, I'm going to draw the picture frame. I'm going to draw the TV frame. And I just kept breathing, and I watched the person, and I listened to everything they were saying, and I just kept breathing in and out and thought, wow, this is a lot. This is a lot of intensity coming at me right now. And just truly tried to take it in and not respond, not even think about how I would respond. But it allowed me to distance myself from my own response to this person's feelings and allow them to experience and express their feelings without me feeling like I needed to stop it or defend it or call it out or get annoyed myself. And I'll also tell you that this technique not only worked to diffuse the situation, it bought me time to contemplate. Like, that person left the room, slammed the door, and I was left going, wow, that was a lot. But I didn't get engaged in it. So I didn't have to then apologize for my own behavior or escalate the event in how I was responding to it. And I took some time. I took, 10 or 15 minutes and finished folding the clothes and went in my closet, put the clothes away. And then I came back out and I thought, I listened to that and I processed it a little bit more, and I thought about their perspective and I thought about my perspective. And then as time went by, that person cooled off and I never had gotten heightened. So I was really able to meet in the middle and say, hey, I'm confused about what just happened. Can we talk about it? The other thing that's really neat is to remember that we're all trying to figure this out. And I don't know, it's just cool. I wanted to give you that little tool, and if you use it, let me know. I think you'll find it incredibly interesting and really helpful. Hope you're doing well. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel.